This is Andi Purewal for Boxing Social in association with Betfred, and I'm delighted to be joined by Mark Chamberlain here in London. Mark, first and foremost, how are you?
Good, thanks. Yourself?
I'm all good. Obviously, it's weighing day. You've obviously weighed in. You've been able to go out, have a bit of food. How are you feeling ahead of tomorrow night?
Better now. I've had something to eat. No, all good. Ready to rock and roll tomorrow now.
Obviously, Mark, you're one of the fortunate ones that... Unfortunate that your fight on Saturday was postponed, but had he moved to a Friday, so it's worked out for you. How relieved were you that you're actually still able to get out after what would have been a long camp?
Well, yeah, I'm grateful that I'm obviously boxing now on Friday. Was close, obviously, to not box on the Saturday, but they managed to pull it out and get me on the show. So, yeah, I couldn't be any more thankful than what I am.
How did it actually change your week preparations for this? So when you're in fight week, you have a pretty set idea of how the events would unfold, and usually for you, your weigh-in would have been on Friday, so you have to bring everything forwards one day. In terms of making weight and what have you, was everything still okay? Was it a bit more difficult? Can you just elaborate a bit?
No, I don't struggle for the weight anyway, so that weighing in away a day early wasn't a problem for me. Obviously, we just tweaked a few things, and yeah, I think the fight was made at 9:12, something like that. I come in at 9:12. I'm a day early. So, yeah, I mean, if they said, do you want to fight? And I said, no, it wouldn't be right of me to say that because I've been training hard. I'm in the gym. I'm training twice a day. I'm eating the right foods. I'm doing all the sparring I need to do for it to all just be chucked away. I had a holiday booked on the Sunday, so I managed to get out on the Friday and still managed to get a holiday in and have a little bit of rest and then hopefully get out again before Christmas. So it's worked out brilliant.
I mean, obviously, just with this fight before we do move forward as to what's next, Benjamin Lamptey, the man in the opposite corner, what do you know about him?
I don't know an awful lot about him, really. He was quite a late opponent. But, yeah, I mean, I've just got to get in there and do what I normally do and hopefully have a brutal stoppage.
That's something I was going to ask you, Mark. Obviously, a lot of people love watching you fight. Are you looking rather to produce another stoppage knockout victory?
No, I wouldn't say I'm going to go out there and look for it, because if you look for it, you could make it look ugly and it might not happen. Just take it round by round. If it comes, and then we move forward.
Now, Mark, I'm sure there's one man who I will bring up in this interview. Your names have been crossing over the past 6 months, certainly yourself and Sam Noakes. Is this an opportunity for you to make or try to make a bit more of a statement or to what Sam Noakes has recently made in his 2 outings previously?
No, I don't look at it like that because I'm not in competition with no one but myself. But yeah, I mean, he's got a great record, I've got a great record. If it's a fight, like I say in other interviews, that can be made, then let's get it made. But at the minute, I'm focused on doing what I'm doing. I'm in my path, he's in his, and we'll see what the future brings.
Mark, you're two people who are very respectful of each other. I've asked Sam about you and obviously asking you about him now, and you've both been very respectful and warming to what you've both done in your career so far. I spoke to Francis Warren earlier and he mentioned that if you two were to meet, probably be for a British title rather, or a European maybe. Do you think that's what makes most sense?
Yeah, I think that's a sensible way to put it. But like I say, I respect him and I've got nothing bad to say about him. He don't badmouth me. I'm not going to badmouth him. But if I've got to fight him, then I've got to fight him. It's as simple as that. I'm not one to go around running my mouth saying this, that about him. It is what it is. You get in there, you have your fight, you shake hands and you move on.
How big of a domestic affair do you think it would be between yourself and Sam?
I think it would be one hell of a big fight, purely because of his following and my following. And like you say, with Francis saying for a British title, what a lovely belt that would be to fight for, and what a hell of a fight that would be to fight for.
Right, Mark, just before I let you go to enjoy the rest of your evening, I just want a final message from you for everybody who will tune in on BT Sport, for everybody who will be at the arena to watch you on Friday night. What would you like to say to them?
I'd just like to say a massive thank you for all the support throughout, friends, family and my sponsors, and tune in on Friday night. I'm sorry for those that have bought tickets that couldn't be there Friday night. There's always next time. I'm sure you'll be watching on the telly. So thank you.
Mark, it's a pleasure to talk to you for the first time. I'm sure it will not be the last. Thank you for speaking to Boxing Social.
No worries. Cheers.